Catskill Nut and Homebody. My name's Amy. It's Super Bowl weekend. We made it to Super Bowl. I feel like I just filmed my Super Bowl video yesterday. This is my second Super Bowl video. All right, so I am going to share in this video some of the recipes that I'm making for our annual appetizer dinner. That's what we do. I should say appetizer day, because we eat these appetizers. I start cooking in the afternoon and we just eat them all day, and I just cook different things. It's Saturday though. It's not Super Bowl Sunday yet. So I am going to get a jump on a recipe that I can make today that we can have tomorrow, and that's the dessert. First part of this video is going to be making chocolate pudding pie, which I have featured in past videos, but many videos ago. So, all right, let me show you what you need for chocolate pudding pie, for our family's recipe for chocolate pudding pie. The first important ingredient is cook and serve chocolate pudding. You have to get the cook and serve kind. Instant pudding doesn't taste good, and it ruins the consistency of the pie. There is a big difference between instant pudding and cook and serve pudding. I don't like instant pudding. I think it tastes like dirt. Cook and serve pudding takes some more effort because you have to cook it, but I think it tastes so much higher quality than the instant crap. So I only use instant pudding for baking. Sometimes it's called for in cake recipes. That's the only reason I buy instant pudding. I really don't make instant pudding. Cook and serve pudding I will make all day. All right, so we are going to make, I bought a big box of Jell-O cook and serve pudding. I don't always buy Jell-O. Sometimes I buy other brands. This is what I got today. This box, because it's the larger box, this is the 5-ounce box. This will fill a regular pie shell. Let me show you the pie shell. I normally get a graham cracker crust, just a plain graham cracker crust, but Julius requested chocolate graham cracker, so we're gonna make a chocolate graham cracker crust. I'm gonna be lining the bottom of this crust with sliced bananas. So we're gonna be lining this with sliced bananas, cooking on the stovetop the pudding, and then you pour the hot pudding over the bananas. You set it in the fridge, and then you serve it up with some whipped cream tomorrow. So this is what we're gonna make right now, and we're gonna put it in the fridge for tomorrow, and it'll be ready to go. And then dessert is done. And then all I have to worry about is dinner. And I will tell you later in this video what the plans are for dinner. I do have a surprise for you guys. Julius's girlfriend, my son's girlfriend, Julia, is coming for the Super Bowl, and she is bringing a dish that she's going to share, so that'll be nice. And I'll reveal that later of what she's going to bring. Let's make chocolate pudding pie, and I'll bring you guys along for that journey. refrigerator. It's very full of bananas and pudding. That will sit overnight, and then we will eat it tomorrow during the Super Bowl. So that's the dessert. Dessert's done. All right, let me tell you the menu for tomorrow. I am making 3 things tomorrow. One is in the crock pot. The first thing is artichoke spinach dip in the crock pot. So I'm going to put that together tomorrow. So I'm going to need to take out a block of mozzarella whole milk cheese right now from the freezer. So I'm just going to stick this in the fridge to defrost overnight. It should be defrosted by tomorrow afternoon. Okay, so we're going to make in the crock pot the dip. So that'll be done whenever, and then we can eat that. I bought a French roll from Uncle Giuseppe's in New Jersey yesterday, and I'm going to slice it little thin slices of bread, and I'm going to toast them, and we can eat the dip with that. I also bought pita bread if we want to use that. Ooh, I'm making 4 things tomorrow. I said I was making 3 things. I'm making 4 things. Okay, so I'm making the artichoke spinach dip in the crock pot. That's easy. Throw it together in the morning, ready to go. It cooks itself. I am making a hummus Greek dip, Mediterranean dip, like a 7-layer dip that I made last Super Bowl. I will link last year's Super Bowl video at the end of this video if you want to go back and watch how to make the Mediterranean dip. All right, so that's 2 dips I'm making tomorrow. Third thing I'm making is buffalo chicken meatballs, which I also made last year and is in my last year's video. And I am making beef burger sliders, which I think I made last year also. I will put all the recipes in the description of this video, and I will link at the end of this video last year's Super Bowl video so you can check it out. Julia is bringing, and we're going to talk about what she's making tomorrow. So I'm pretty much done prepping for tomorrow. Later on tonight, I'll look at what I need. I'll pull ingredients out, but I already went shopping. I have everything I need. So we are ready for Super Bowl Sunday, and my husband's hoping the Kansas City Chiefs win because he's been a Chiefs fan since the 1990s, even though we're not from Kansas. I've barely ever been to Kansas. We did see the Chiefs play in the mid-90s in Arizona. I don't remember if they won or lost. It was hot. I just remember that much. We've been a Chiefs family since the mid-1990s. And that's just how it is. That's what's going to be happening. So we'll see if they win tomorrow. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay tuned for Super Bowl Sunday. Appetizer dinner. To Super Bowl Sunday. I have on my football bracelet. I don't have any Chiefs gear. My dog does, but I don't. It is about 11 o'clock in the morning, and I want to put together the artichoke spinach dip that I'm making in my crock pot. So I'll show you what we need. All right, we're going to need 2 blocks of cream cheese. So we're going to need 16 ounces total of cream cheese. I'm going to chop up this bag of baby spinach. This is already pre-washed. We're going to need to drain and chop up 2 cans of artichoke hearts. I found these delicate baby artichoke hearts that I've never tried before. So we'll see how delicate they are. We're going to need 2 cups of shredded mozzarella cheese. I use whole milk, polio, mozzarella, and I'm going to shred it myself. And then we're going to need some, I'm going to put Romano in it. You could put Parmesan or Romano, but we like Romano, the flavor of Romano. And salt and pepper to taste, and then I'm going to mince up a couple garlic cloves. And that's all the ingredients. And then you mix them all together in the crock pot, and you let it sit for 3 or 4 hours on low. Or you could cook it on high for like 1 or 2 hours. I'm going to do it on low. All right, let's start shredding the cheese and chopping up the artichoke hearts and getting this dip in the crock pot. not even gonna mix that stuff in the crock pot. It's just gonna cook for 4 hours on low, and the cream cheese will eventually melt and it'll steam up and wilt the spinach, and then when it's done, I'll just mix it together and all the cheeses will be melted and all the flavors will come together. So that's a really easy dip. And I bought this bread. I bought a loaf of French bread from Uncle Giuseppe's. I'm gonna slice this up into little medallions, put them in the oven to crisp up, and then we'll use this to dip the artichoke dip later. All right, when we come back, I'll show you my other recipes. Chipper, Chipper, where are you? Chipper, come here. Chipper, 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 come here. Come here, Chipper. Chipper, Chipper, where's Chipper? Chipper, where's Chipper? Chipper, Chipper, come here. Chipper, Chipper, where's Chipper? Chipper. Oh, I didn't see you sitting on me. You didn't like that joke? You didn't like that joke? I just made my Mediterranean dip with hummus. Now I made this last year. At the end of the video, I will post that video if you want to see how to make this. But it's a layered dip, Mediterranean dip. It has artichoke hearts, Greek yogurt, feta cheese, hummus, Kalamata olives, tomato and cucumber, and a little bit of roasted red peppers. And we're going to eat it with some pita bread. Delicious. I'm going to stick this in the fridge to cool off, and we'll eat it later. So the buffalo meatballs, I do have a separate video on that. I did on in another Super Bowl video, I have my Mediterranean dip, so I'll post that video. The one recipe though that I have never shared, I don't think, on this channel are the hamburger sliders. And I am going to show you how I do that later. And hopefully Julia will share her recipe. And that's it. I am going to make my chicken meatballs, but I'm not going to film that because I already have that on film. I think the game starts at 6:30. So I'll probably do the meatballs first. I have some celery to go on the side of those also. And I'm only going to make one batch of those. And I'm going to make one batch of the beef sliders. And then Julia is bringing something also to share. And we'll see it all come together in a little bit. Hope you guys are enjoying the game. It's not on yet, but it will be soon. Okay, we had our meatballs and the dip is done. Let me show you the dip. I'm talking about the artichoke dip. The good thing about the crock pot is I can put the lid on it and it is set on the warm setting and I can just leave it there for hours. And so in a little while, I am going to crisp up my bread and we can eat it. And I also have my Mediterranean dip ready. So we're going to do that in a little while. The last thing I haven't done yet is the sliders. And I'm going to show you guys how I do that in a little while. All right, I'm going to make the special sauce for the beef sliders. This is kind of like a fast food sauce that you would put on burgers. And we're going to bake this. When we bake the sliders, we're going to bake it with the sauce on it. So let's put together the sauce. All right, for the sauce, we're going to need some mayonnaise, dill pickle relish, some classic yellow mustard, a little garlic and onion powder, paprika, and some white vinegar. I'm gonna mix it into this bowl for later.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time.
Okay, secret sauce is done. I'm not gonna really put this together for like an hour, but we are gonna brown the ground beef that I bought in a big frying pan first, cook it completely, and then we're gonna construct these sliders and bake it in the oven. And this sauce is gonna go on top before we bake it. So I'm gonna put this in the fridge for now. Okay, I've chopped some onion, and I'm gonna cook this for about 3 minutes when the pan heats up. And then I'm gonna add the ground beef to this. We're gonna cook it thoroughly until all the red is gone from the beef. Then we'll pretty much be ready to put the sliders together. And by that point, it'll probably be close to 6:30. So we'll get the sliders in the oven around 6:30. So they'll probably be ready around 7, which is good timing for the sliders. And then I have the dips, which I haven't taken out yet. And Julia's bringing delicious sandwiches, which she's gonna share with you guys. So let's cook the slider meat. Hi, Chipper. Hi, Scout. You wanna come here? Come here. Chipper and Scout are watching me. All right, I am softening up these onions, and I'm about to put the beef in, so let me show you. These have been cooking about 3 or 4 minutes. And I'm gonna add the beef in a minute. So we're gonna cook this down until all the red is gone. So that's gonna be a few minutes. Then we're gonna drain the fat off it. And then it will be ready to put into the sliders. The game is starting in 20 minutes, and Julia just got here. Yay! Have the Mediterranean dip. Julia made these delicious, what are they called? Caprese sandwiches?
Caprese sliders. Yep.
And then the spinach dip, which I showed you was finished. All right, while Joe eats, Julia, come over here and explain your sandwiches.
Oh, hello.
You can,
So,
can I pick one up?
of course.
Look how cute these are. They have
Thank
a little.
you.
They have a little football.
Yeah.
So
Footballs
cute.
from Amazon. All the other ingredients from Uncle Giuseppe's if you're in New York, New Jersey. It's pesto, a few spinach leaves, mozzarella. Sorry, Italians like to say it wrong. Tomato, basil, and balsamic glaze. And a homemade bun.
She made the buns.
Dinner rolls. Yep.
I'm gonna try it right now.
Taste test. How was it? It's good?
That was really good.
Thank you. Thank you. It was really easy, so I recommend.
She's gonna give me the recipe. I'll put it in the description of the video. Delicious.
Well, thank you.
It's really good.
Thanks. It was fun.
I'm gonna eat them all.
Cut.
I'm gonna eat them all. Some Mediterranean dip with some crusty bread.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling, I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all...
I still have to dig into the pudding pie. I'll show you that at the end of this video. Thank you so much for joining me today. Go Chiefs. We'll see if the Chiefs can win again this year. We're gonna go watch the game, but stay tuned for chocolate pudding pie. I'll show you that in a little while. See you in the next video. Bye.